everyone, my name is Dia and welcome to a voiceover for my first Inktober or first in general video. I'm following official Jake Parker's prompt list, so the word of the day is poisonous. As you can see from pencil sketch, I've got a skull and a poisonous frog sitting on it. The reason why I've chosen it is that there is actually a story that happened to me a couple of weeks ago that involved a frog. You can see a picture of it right here. It jumped to a table where my friends and I were sitting, stared at us for a while, and then jumped on one of the guys, landing on his glasses. It was hilarious. But this cute frog came into my mind as soon as I read the prompt. So I did a couple sketches trying to find the best pose, but the original one was still the best. It's staring into your eyes and thinks, "You are next," while smiling innocently. Ink is a new medium for me, and even though I own some ink and brush pens, I usually use it for calligraphy. So this is a completely new experience, and apparently, as you'll see later on, I've got a lot to learn. After a pencil sketch is roughed out, I start inking it. I used Sakura brush pen. It has a very comfortable nib and I can create pretty thin lines with it. I erased some of the pencil with kneaded razor and started inking it. Now, first mistake. I thought that drawing with brush pens is the same as with liners or watercolors. Mine dries pretty fast. So I've started inking the outlines first around the whole drawing and then started details. Oh boy, what a silly mistake. I didn't realize that I smudged the line art until like 10 seconds into it. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes, this moment. Oh no, stop it. Yeah. Well, I could do nothing, absolutely nothing about it, so I had to start over. Surprisingly, the first line art wasn't dry even when I redraw the second sketch. I also took a break, so I'm talking about like 40 minutes of drying time. This is crazy and very inconvenient. Oh well, I've decided it for myself. And now, second inking. I definitely did better job this time, going from left to right. And now, when the line work is ready, we can start coloring. Or, I mean, inking. Whatever. To add some shading, I used the water brush filled with a couple of drops of ink. It gave a nice subtle tone, even though now I think that I need to get a second brush to add a darker shade. I added some grays here and there, and then I learned that my Sakura ink is not waterproofed. It gave me some red undertone, but it actually looks okay, so I might continue doing it this way. And now the frog. I've decided that I want it to be lime green color to show its toxicity. And now, final touches with gold. I wish I had gold ink, but well, I've already cheated with watercolor for the frog, so I'll just stick to my gold acrylics. I thought that it would be fun to add some gold teeth to the skull to show that he or she wasn't just an innocent victim of the frog, but well, just to show that he was a cool guy. And finally, my favorite part of this drawing. I decided to have a solid black background to make the image even more graphic, but also leave a rim of white line to separate the skull and the frog. I did not expect that ink gives such a perfect coverage. I was worried that I might have spots of different shades, so I reapplied ink several times towards the right of the picture. But at the end it looked just flattening, you know, so flat. Anyway, I also wanted to talk about trimming the original size of the image. I've realized that it looks pretty bad when the whole thing was off-center. I was actually trying to locate the frog on 1/3 of a sheet, but it didn't look good. So I glued some more masking tape where I thought the skull would be centered, and finished the background and trimmed the page with a X knife. Overall, I'm extremely happy with how this first drawing of Inktober turned out. I feel extremely inspired by it, and I had tons of fun creating this video. I hope you enjoyed it too, and let me know what you think about it. Are you participating in Inktober? What's your highest day count for it? Mine is like 5, I think. Well, we'll see how I do this time. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.